Well, here we go, folks. Jason James, Scott Berry at ringside, and in this contest you are seeing the returning Chad Hyatt as he does battle with the former, and yes, I do say former in a very loose term, former Mid-America Heavyweight Champion Steve-O.
Well, Jason, it may only be temporarily former. We still got to get that call from George Goulas. We got to see what the status is actually going to be. Hopefully we can get that. Hopefully we can get that call in sometime today. Right now, though, however, Steve-O, very formidable opponent in Chad Hyatt. If nothing else, the size difference, and obviously, as you can see right there, the power difference between Chad Hyatt and Steve-O.
Absolutely, and there is a definite size difference and power difference there, as you mentioned. And Scott, we've got a huge tag team contest coming up in the main event. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be the team of the White Tiger and the Mid-America Television Champion Matt Boyce against the team of Travis Sawyer and none other than Mike Posey.
Well, Mike Posey's still trying to get his nose in with Project Prominence. Now he's going to tag with Travis Sawyer. And, of course, the fan favorites, Matt Boyce and White Tiger. Boy, I tell you, if they don't get on fire for that team in Nashville, I don't know what will.
Well, I believe this capacity crowd here at the NWA Studios will be on their feet for that big tag team main event still to come. Also, I hate to say this, Scott, but the Mid-America Heavyweight Champion Sean Schultz is on the broadcast, and he's in action right after this contest, and it's going to be interesting to see what George Goulas has to say regarding that whole Mid-America Heavyweight Championship situation.
Temporary heavyweight champion. He's a paper champion right now. He thinks he is on paper. He thinks he's got possession of the belt, makes him the champion, and Jason, you know that's just not true. There's no way that George Goulas is going to let that controversy stand, that title stand, and stay in the hands of Project Prominence. There's no possible way.
That phone call from Commissioner Goulas still yet to come here on Main Event Wrestling as Steve-O does battle with Chad Hyatt here in the middle of the ring at the NWA Studio. Scott, big super show coming to Nashville. It's going to be an NWA ATL Super Show Saturday, October the 10th, 8 p.m. bell time at the NWA Studios, 413 Veritas Street in Nashville. You're going to have a chance to see all the top NWA and ATL superstars in action. One building, one show, all together. It's going to be an exciting night. Free admission with a pass available at participating local merchants.
And make sure you check all around Nashville for those passes because, folks, this is a show you simply don't want to miss. Can you imagine what's going to happen when the likes of the ATL superstars mix it up with the likes of our very own NWA Main Event superstars? It's going to be pandemonium and pure chaos. You want to make sure you're sitting front row for this huge show.
Absolutely, and you think of the possibilities, the ATL heavyweight champion, Ace Rockwell, is definitely a featured superstar for them, as well as a young man named Antonio Cathy, who's going to make his debut, his return, so to speak, here in NWA Main Event Wrestling. Next week on the broadcast, he will be in action. Antonio Cathy, Antonio started wrestling, so to speak, for Mike Porter in NWA in the Columbia days, and now he's coming back home to Nashville's premier wrestling organization.
Well, he may be making a homecoming, but he's still representing that ATL crew. You gotta wonder if the NWA superstars are gonna take kindly to the invasion almost of the ATL superstars, and what's gonna happen when they start squaring off head-to-head, toe-to-toe, inside the squared circle. We're defending our home turf here, Jason.
It's gonna be interesting. NWA ATL Super Show Saturday, October the 10th. Right here at the NWA Studios in Nashville, 8 p.m. bell time. Make sure you check the local merchants for those free passes that are being given out. You don't want to miss this show, folks. It's going to be an exciting night of pro wrestling.
Absolutely. Always is. Whenever NWA Main Event unveils its curtains and brings the superstars in, you want to check out the website as well, NWAME.com. We've got some shows coming up around the area. You want to make sure that you get your tickets on those too. You want to get anywhere and everywhere you can to follow NWA Main Event, NWAME.com.
That being said, Scott, we're going to be there Saturday, October the 10th. We want to note that on Thursday, October the 8th, when we would normally have a scheduled television taping, we will not be at the NWA Studios for that taping. However, TV cameras will be running Saturday, October the 10th instead.
Sounds like a plan there. It's great news for the fans in Nashville to get a Saturday free show right here at the NWA Studios. See the best that Nashville has to offer right here with the premier wrestling organization. Little square dance going on between Steve-O and Chad Hyatt. Chad looked like he was trying to climb a ladder there.
I don't think Chad took too lightly. He says he's smarter than that. However, once more asking for the test of strength from Steve-O. Steve-O locks it in. Chad asks for the other arm. Steve-O locks that in as well. And you see the power already. Chad Hyatt just bringing Steve-O's hands down, backing him into the turnbuckle. And wait a minute.
Oh, no, wait a minute. It looks like Steve might be turning this around on Chad Hyatt. He's got those hands up. Steve-O's trying to make sure he gets a good grip on those hands, bringing him down to the ring. Smashes the hands with the boots.
Absolutely. And Chad Hyatt, I believe he could have a couple broken fingers in his hand now. And wait a minute. Roll up. 2 count only as Chad Hyatt kicks out.
Kind of a sloppy roll-up attempt there from Steve-O. I think the speed got a little bit more than the technique on that one, and Chad was able to muscle his way out of that. Steve-O now trying to hook the legs one more time, trying to slide him over here. Chad's got the ropes, gets him hooked. 1, 2, much better pin attempt there from Steve-O, but Chad Hyatt still able to muscle out before the 3.
Steve-O locks on that side headlock now. Chad Hyatt in a predicament here, folks.
Steve-O's got that side headlock cinched in tight, trying to back Chad up to the center of the ring. Chad throws him chest first right in the turnbuckle. Might have knocked the wind out. Roll-up attempt here from Chad. 1, 2, is it 3? No, it's only 2.
Only a 2 count. Chad Hyatt back to his feet, back to work on the former Mid-America heavyweight champion Steve-O. Scott, I gotta keep going back to this. What do you think Goulis's announcement's going to be regarding this title situation?
Well, hopefully it's almost like a reset button. We just go back to the way things were, and we just see another match between Sean Schultz and Steve-O. Maybe this time we can keep it fair, down the middle, and not only bar Tony Locascio and Project Prominence from ringside, but let's bar him from the building altogether so we don't have another incident like last week.
But, Scott, is that fair? Is it fair? I mean, Tony Locascio got involved with the contest. Travis Sawyer struck an official and a super kick from Steve-O. Wait a minute.
1,
pin attempt.
2. That's it. Steve-O with the victory over Chad Hyatt.
Let's take another look, folks. Out of nowhere, ducking the clothesline right there. The super kick goes for the pin, and it's over with. Folks, we got to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.